to Senior Reginald Addy for the previous segment. He had the opportunity to discuss pertinent issues bordering the shoulders of our country with the political reps from the NDC and the MPP. And of course, he earlier also did the newspaper segment with Ijeoma after Anyema Collison had given us the news. We have another interesting segment here on the AM Ghana for you, and I believe you are going to enjoy. So just stay tight and enjoy the next conversation we are going to have. You remember we are in the month of Rwanda, so we are celebrating the country Rwanda. We are bringing everything Rwanda to you on Adwa TV. You know that Reginald again also had an interview with the ambassador or the High Commissioner of Rwanda in Ghana. Several conversations we have had here as far as Rwanda is concerned, and today we are bringing you another interesting one. And in fact, we are doing it with a very, very interesting personality as well. She is in the person of Auntie Tourism-Appenteng. Now, if you have ever heard of Upstart Tours, Upstart Tours has been in existence since 1994. A very, very experienced entity when it comes to tourism as far as the African continent, Ghana, is concerned. Upstart Tours. She is the founder of Upstart Tours, and today we are privileged to have her in the studio to discuss Rwanda as far as tourism is concerned. She has been there, and not just been there, but she has seen what tourism is in Rwanda, and she knows what tourism is in Ghana. So she's the best person to have this interesting discussion with this morning on AM Ghana. So just enjoy the conversation. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate your time.
Well, thank you.
When you mention tourism, people think about traveling. How does it feel? When I was speaking to Matthew, Matthew said, you know, Auntie Stella is a very, very experienced tour person. I mean, she has seen it all as far as tourism is concerned. How does it feel what does it take to even get to that point in the first place?
It's a passion.
Okay.
You must have passion for travels, anything to do with traveling. Either yourself or receiving guests,
Okay.
or trying to market tourism to someone who is a novice.
Okay.
Yes, what to say, what they should expect, because tourism really helps us to expand our scope in life.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's very, very interesting. You have had the opportunity to be in Rwanda.
Yes.
Over the past few years, we have seen Rwanda in so many colors whenever Rwanda comes up. Now, tourism comes easily. I mean, if you mention Rwanda, people are talking about, look at Kigali, there is a certain green something somewhere, there is this here, there is this. You have been there, you have seen it, you have been in it. What is the experience as far as tourism in Rwanda is concerned?
The first thing that hits you is the cleanliness. As you drive from the airport, and even drivers are like law-abiding. Motorbikes, everybody has their helmets on.
Okay.
They may have a passenger, but you must have a helmet. And then the greens. Everywhere is green. I think there's conscious effort having been made to green the city. And the cleanliness, no polythene bags or black bags, the water bottle. We have to make a conscious effort if you want to compare that to Ghana. Yes, we want to make it the cleanest city in Ghana. How will you do it? You have to ensure that people are aware, just like perhaps years ago in school children, you are taught don't litter. Now people litter, they finish eating, it's like a normal thing. You shouldn't. Keep your litter in your bag, in your pocket. And they have managed to do that.
To do that.
Yes. And then the use of the land. Everywhere something is planted. Can be, I think, cassava, but nicely done. So every section, the housing, the residential areas or whatever, they have planned a garden. A garden, maybe something to eat. If you don't want flowers, plant cassava, okra, and tend to them. That is what amazed me.
Oh, wow.
Especially.
Wow.
So you can see that it helps with sustainability. It is sustaining their tourism.
Yeah.
Because you go there, you want to go again, and the people are happy. That people are also coming to see how clean they've embraced cleanliness.
We have to experience this ourselves.
Yes,
we definitely do. But for me, I mean, just by the little you are telling me now, I'm getting the feeling that I really want to be there and experience it myself. That is just first hand. But then, what other opportunities are there for tourists? I want to tour Rwanda. What is the potential? I mean, for those who even consider business, what are some of the opportunities?
Yeah, having met some businessmen, you could see that in Ghana we have so much. They also have a lot. But we can send our something like shea butter to them.
Okay.
Because they don't have the shea butter. Or if they do, maybe from some other country. Something which they are so much to them. For me, I took a few samples from my nieces who produce such, and it's heartwarming. Even the one niece received an award in Rwanda recently.
Wow.
Yes, just sending out the black soup, coconut oil.
Oh wow! Butter. They don't have those there.
Not really.
Okay.
Maybe the scale that.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, we have
and
here.
The way perhaps we package ours is more interesting, and so we can share. They also have some stuff like they have this oil. The name has just escaped me, but when we were at the hotel and some of us couldn't eat the fish without, hot pepper, we asked for it and they said, oh, a kamba or something, just a drop on it.
Wow.
And it's done.
And that's it.
That is it. And so, whilst we have our shito here, they also have that, which we can also make use of. Perhaps you can say it's like when you make shito, the oil is what they are using and not the shito itself. But this is brutally hot. And the aroma, it gives the food a different taste.
So these are some of the
things.
Opportunities
even
there.
Fashion. We could tell their fashion is different.
Okay.
We're from Ghana. We like to, show off our skills.
Yeah.
So dressmakers, perhaps hairdressers. These days, people are going more natural.
Yeah.
So you can do the natural hair, those who are doing natural hair. And that exchange can help us to.
Interesting. Now, when you started earlier, you mentioned that what immediately hits you is their cleanliness, how clean they have managed to keep their surroundings and the environment. Now, is it, one would say, I mean, these are lessons we could learn from some of these things. But you mentioned rightly that we are also trying to keep our environment clean, and I don't know, we are struggling to do that.
Nowhere near it. Yes.
What lessons can we learn from, I mean, some of these experiences that we can also bring here and then and make our hours also appealing.
It's enforcement. Enforcing the laws are already in the books. The books have been closed for years. So we need to enforce it. Tell your neighbor, don't drop it there. You eat the fan yogo, you just automatically drop it. Let us help each other. Draw the attention of each other. We have to do it word of mouth. Help. We should help ourselves. Because it's not only, or let me say, when you go outside Accra, for instance, you find that some of the towns are cleaner than Accra.
Than Accra, yeah.
Yes. So how can they keep the place clean? And we can't keep Accra clean. We think it's everybody's business. Somebody, Zoom Lion is on the way to pick. But we need to let them know that cleanliness is next to godliness. Yeah. Do it yourself. Don't wait for Zoom Lion. Don't let Zoom Lion see your nakedness, that you're a dirty, somebody, your environment is dirty. Prove that you can do it.
Yeah.
If Rwandans are doing it, why not? We can also do it. And in so doing, we will be able to attract people, because as a tour operator, sometimes we have to be sort of selective, or even selective in words, telling our guests that, right, this is just the indigenous something or the other. So please, if you see this, don't. Just to
more like managing
the environment. It's not good enough. And so people are selling within the dirty surroundings.
Yeah.
You're not going to make money, and you'll be crying to government to help you. No. Clean your environment. Care to be different? That every day when you get there, you really... It's not about the saucepan.
Okay.
It's about everything. People are eating kinky. It's just the bones are...
Just
make sure you provide something, a receptacle to collect the rubbish. And your guests, you can just put, like you have, do not touch this TV. Please help us to keep our
environment clean. Yeah.
Yes, I think we can do it. Because traveling outside Kigali, you see that the women, people living along the streets, are coming out to sweep their immediate surroundings. They have all the greens. They have the kuntumbre. Wow. Everybody's busy making sure the place is clean. We can do it.
This is very interesting. Of course, the discussion is getting more interesting, but we want to take a quick turn. When we come back, we have more for you here on AM Ghana.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwanda'S today. Rwanda'S, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwanda'S, fly the dream of Africa.
CB will make up snarl. I'm a go correct. What's your best mancasa? That's it. Who anyone? Oh, middle. He comes as a back on CB make up sauce. Me see CB men capsules na make a year.
Yeah, you see men and women's capsules now. You knew the dada. And 1 year packaging I have a
Wow! What a packaging! CB men, any CB women capsules, no packaging is out. And you also no mood any biansan wako do pegi.
Share up him for any about town man kwadano for. Any kwadano won't give you and come home.
Susanna! Ghana man man tamasi.
Dodo Afre 0247 111671 and 0246 578 750. FDA aji edwedin kato yatu.
So your kunini roofing industry nim enti Saudi roofing na wadwena Asatec wo quality long span roofing sheeter esan nail free trese ehia so wode dadoabo mu nanso etim wodan no so a pampe amframa anahum entumi nya no hwe. Asatec quality long span roofing sheets with beautiful bright colors with anti-fading and anti-rusting properties. Trese enwe na ache na empanso enti wo ma 30-year warranty. Terms and conditions apply. Asatec quality long span roofing sheet dear. Eyamatebia, say a warehouse, school, hotel, hospital, sorry, ana say a wawufi. Use Asatec quality nail free long span roofing sheet to be. Now what dando be jinaso na yino ho. Where delivery services papa bia. Enfa honde for kwa Asatec bema wasaka order between 3 and 5 working days. Wo VIP delivery services so a 1 day pe na wasaka. Hwe Asatec achi kwan Watermark 22 Meridian Road woni Cocoa Board Warehouse na pen Takrade Efiekuma number 9 wo pen Efiekuma Fidelity Bank no Voter Region so wo wakache Tatome GN Bank and Chen Hope. Asatec, sheltering you for life.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Date, a proud ambassador for Sonotec's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's hashtag Pinktober, hashtag Sonotec Goes Pink. Now from the 1st October to the 31st October 2021, at any of the 3 branches of Sonotec, Tema, Osu and West Hills Malls, we are gathering together to get free screening. Yes, I said it's free. And that's not all we have for you. We also have 20% off mammogram testing and 50% off ultrasound. Let's go pink from October the 1st to the 31st, 2021 at Osu, Tema, and West Hills Mall, all Sonotec branches. We are giving hope to save a life. See you there.
Right, welcome back. If you just joined us, my guest is Auntie Stella. Auntie Tourism-Appenteng is the founder for Upstart Tours, a very experienced and a very effective tourism operator. She's been in the system for very, very long, and we are privileged to speak to her about opportunities as far as tourism is concerned in Rwanda. Now, let's also look at you just told us about the lessons and the experiences you have had as far as being there is concerned. Now, let's generally look at the bigger picture where we look at the partnership as far as tourism is concerned, especially between Rwanda and Ghana. You mentioned that there are certain exchanges that you can take advantage of. And I mean, how big is this? What is the potential in there for us when both countries decide to concentrate on tourism?
Yes, tourism has a lot of value chain additions, and we have export promotion authority. whipping up interest in Ghana's products. We have the tour operators, the tourism operators.
Okay.
So as a result, we had a group coming in to experience Ghana, and of course to compare it to theirs, and through that forming a greater partnership between the operators out there and us here. They were here for a week, just as we were for 1 week. And I think through interactions, yes, it was a marathon, moving from one yes, same as us. So glimpses, and that gave us the whole idea of coming together, sharing. We continue to share ideas. We continue, the ideas will be, maybe we can have multi-tourism destination to package. So you need a partner to give you the side of Rwanda. We merge it and sell such packages. We're selling it to ourselves first, because I believe Africans, we need to know ourselves. We don't know it. Thanks to COVID. Now we have to make the greater effort to know our neighbors and then Africa, so that we can appreciate whatever each country has. In so doing, we will be able to sell and people will buy into it. And then later on, the outside, because you know it. I've been to Rwanda, so I can sell Rwanda to a foreigner after selling to Ghanaians. Yes.
That's very, very, very interesting. So these are some of the opportunities that exist for us. How do we harness these opportunities well? I mean, do we start from the government agencies? I mean, where does individuals even come in?
Yeah, I think tourism is not a government thing. Yes, government will lead us, but the private sector drives the tourism. Private sector is driven by them. And then the government will make sure that enabling environment. exists. So once, hotels are crying for tax reliefs and things like that, if government listens, then more people will come. Through that, they will still get their taxes, but not squeeze us at every point to collect A, B, C, D. So then it means, as a hotelier, you're not making profits. And if you're not making profits, you may close down. You will be owing the taxman and you'll be running away. But if things are done in such a way, we have to work together, government and the private sector. Understanding our business. I don't think government understands tourism so much. They're talking about it. The nitty-gritty. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. They know the tourism will give us so much
revenue.
Yes, but how that nitty-gritty is done by the private sector. So if private sector have the enabling environment, we can deal directly with the Rwandans, tour operators or hoteliers, so we do business together. That's how we will be able to achieve much.
Interesting. And by so doing, I mean, it is quite obvious that we will be adding to the economy. I mean, building to the building of the economy, because I remember there was this subject of discussion a few months, a few months ago, when it's actually football related, when Messi moved from Spain to France. There's actually a football club in France that has Visit Rwanda on their jersey. And then, I mean, as a global icon, there was a picture of Messi that has millions of followers everywhere in this world. And he was wearing a jersey there was nothing behind the JC but visit Rwanda. It became a subject of discussion, I mean, all over the place that can you imagine such a global icon wearing visit Rwanda and the impact it will have on the tourism as far as Rwanda is concerned. Last year or two, there is another football club, Arsenal, who has visited Rwanda already. And the little checks I made was that I found out that the partnership between the country and those football clubs, in fact, tripled their tourism revenues, and they are looking forward to add more clubs and all that. So it's quite obvious. You see the impact and how it adds to nation building. Once you say your revenue in tourism has tripled, it is good news. It is good news. How do we, as a country, also, I mean, or do we just have to learn, go to them and say, teach us how you did these things?
I think Ghana has tried. We're hoping. Let me put it this way. We thought about it.
Okay.
We planned it, but I think it's the execution. We can do all these things if we put our mind to it. We shouldn't be looking at loss of revenue. We don't have money, because when you start planning and you start with money, you are blocked.
Okay.
Because you won't find the money. But if you plan it in such a way that, yes, we start with this. We start with Black Stars or our local people. We start with. We have to be talking to the agents of our people out there.
Okay.
For instance, Samuel Jan, I don't know where he is now, and all those people. Maybe their managers would be kind enough, because they are Ghanaians first.
Yes, yeah.
To see whether a little something shown in Ghana will attract. Even that notwithstanding, people know the name. Samuel Jan, you travel and they say, oh, Ghana.
Yeah.
And that's just that. It needs to move further.
Okay.
They need to visit. Don't just watch us on TV. Come and see what we have.
Okay.
And we, Ghanaians, we need to know what we have. So, Samuel Jan, for instance, should know what we have.
What we have, yeah.
But if he hasn't got the passion for tourism and looking at this is football, but then there's football tourism.
Exactly.
Perhaps we have a nicer turf in Ghana than China, where he is playing, something like that.
Okay.
If we don't have the nicer turf, we have something which China hasn't got, which he can just. So he's making sure that our people appreciate. They have some. They value what we have in Ghana. We shouldn't belittle ourselves. Oh, there's nothing in Ghana. That's what a lot of people say. Oh, there is nothing, because they haven't experienced it.
Okay.
Yes, Homowo is interesting.
Yeah.
Do you understand it? It has a significance. Or are you going to say, oh, Homowo is interesting, but it's this fetish? Who told you it's fetish? You have to search. It's not fetish at all. It's bringing our own people together to show love to each other.
Yeah.
You can sell that, just that love. I love Ghana.
That's great.
I love the food.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Now, if you look at the other side of it, I mean, on the continent, Ghana is one country, Rwanda is another country, but on the continent, or the level of the continent, how do we also come together? Now, there is the AFTA Center here in Ghana to enhance bilateral trade within the African countries on the continent and all that. How do we make sure that on the continental level, tourism is coming in to help all of us as Africans? Because you mentioned we sell it to Ghana, we sell it to the Rwandans, we sell it to the Africans first, and then we can go beyond ourselves to the outside world. How can we make use of tourism to help the continent of Africa?
Perhaps through various tourism fairs. African tourism fairs.
African. Okay.
African. You invite all the African countries interested in tourism. You can start with your neighbors. It can be, I think years ago we had inter-tourism, but you know Ghanaians like music and this and they forget about the details of it.
Okay.
So the inter-tourism, maybe you were not born.
Yeah, I believe so.
That was more fun and games and eat and drink. That's our side of things. But once you're eating and you're drinking, you can also look. People can have a discussion through that. So we are talking about the continent coming together. Let us develop our own, in our own context, a fair.
Okay.
So that Nigeria will be here. Cote d'Ivoire is there. It can be, you start small, then you expand. Kenya will come in. Rwanda will come to exhibit here. The following year or two, we move to
another country.
Yes, to do the same exhibition so that the people can be drawn to come to the country concerned. But in doing this, I told you earlier that we start with, oh, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So then we are blocked.
It's very true.
So we need to be working with the airlines. Unfortunately, Africa, we don't have
a lot of them.
Yes. So, but we have something.
Yeah.
What stops Africans coming together? Egypt Air is there. Rwanda is there.
Kenya Air.
Ethiopian Air. Kenyan Air. Let's sit down. You have what it takes. Let's help each other. You have something, I have something.
Exactly.
How do we strike the balance? So that we will not sit helpless. We sit there and we think, oh my God, we want to do this, but we don't have money. But if we put our acts together, we'll be able to bring people in, not just to Ghana, to other countries. But of course, we have to start here because the headquarters is here. Bring in everybody else. So as you are bringing them, say, fly by Rwanda, fly Kenya Air, fly Ethiopia, fly South African Air, and all the others. And when they come in, they know that we have Car Rental Association in Ghana. They will come together and think about the rates because we are going to be catering for our poor brothers and sisters. I think it's not the word poor, but it should be affordable.
Yeah, so, it should be affordable. Understood. Quickly, you, with the focus on Rwanda, you have been there. I mean, did you get any, sense or feeling how they have been able to address these few challenges that also comes as far as tourism is concerned, so that perhaps as a country we can also take a cue from?
Challenges like?
As far as tourism is concerned, where you mentioned one that we have to be reasonable with ourselves. For instance, hoteliers, the tour operators come together and say, you know what, we want to improve this sector of ours. So maybe we go to government decrease or take off some few taxes for us. And then, is that all they do, or there are some others that we can also learn from?
So it comes to domestic tourism.
Okay.
Let your people understand why they're in business. It's not to make money right now.
Okay.
But then
that's very important.
To have a range in 5 years. Don't think, oh, by Christmas
I have to.
I must have
I have
so
to
much.
get this.
Right. So you spread your plan, your strategy. So we need to know the country.
Okay.
And make sure that the chain, everybody is involved. Everybody understands that let's not increase our rates because we have a Nigerian brother coming in. No.
And you really
You want
have to
to
make
encourage
money
them to
yeah.
come back tomorrow.
Exactly.
So make it reasonable.
They go and even recommend for other people
others
to also
come the same way. So
Yeah.
we're going to Rwanda. So Rwanda gave us a very affordable rate, which we enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will be able to do it again.
Yeah.
So the accommodation, I'm sure, also did. Partly was borne by, the embassy.
Yeah.
Yes, and the hotels.
That's encouraging.
Very encouraging because they wanted us to come and see what they
Yeah.
have. And of course, when they were coming, we had to reciprocate.
Yeah. Understood.
Yes.
Understood.
So
the world faced COVID sometime. I believe it also affected tourism generally.
Big time.
Big time. How worse, and then how did you manage to go around this?
all right. So COVID came when we were not aware. So taken aback, everybody, because it wasn't part of a plan, and hitherto we were looking. I'm a ground handler. I'm talking from my perspective now. So I expect the people to come from elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'm a ground handler, but I also do, I'm not selling myself though. I also do domestic tourism. So you can be working with your churches because you want to encourage people to know what we have to appreciate. As soon as COVID came, everything, well, of course, lockdown, and that. How are you going to earn a living with that? So, Ghana government, that is Ghana Tourism Authority, called a meeting. We brainstormed and we took a decision that the best thing to do is to start thinking strategically. Domestic tourism. So you see that bus that is going around was born out of this, because we realized that whilst you're waiting, this is an opportunity we shouldn't throw away. This is the time to know your neighbor in Ghana.
Yeah, in Ghana.
Hitherto you go to Kumasi for a funeral, you go and sit there and of course eat and come back. You don't even think about, perhaps I can do something. Yes, you went for a funeral, but part of that should be to tour your immediate surroundings. Yes. Perhaps go to the museum. Which museum? Go to the military museum. Perhaps go to Lake Busumtwi. Just to look at it and come back quickly. And then, if you're not driving, join your bus.
Exactly.
But if you're driving, you can do that.
You can have
so
time to do that.
There are so many opportunities that COVID brought to us, and which we need to continue to build on. I know people have built on it, and it's working.
There are more to ask and find out from you, but unfortunately, we will have to reschedule our time again. We have to really catch up with you, find more time, and then do this and get the experience as well. We are very grateful for your time and coming around, or in your busy schedule, leaving some and then coming here. We really appreciate that. Thanks to you very much, and thanks to you for watching as well. Thanks to our sponsors, Vena. We are in the month of October, the breast cancer month. We are reminding ourselves, go to Sonotech and let them help you out with all your concerns. They will definitely be able to help you. My name is Samuel Kusiapia. Thanks to our production. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to the Rwanda High Commission and the Rwanda'S, and of course, Upstar Tours for making this discussion very successful. My name is Samuel Kusiapia. We will come your way once again with more on Rwanda within this month, so kindly stay tuned. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.